Today on Paint It Forward, John Trainor and the Painting Ladies head to the home of Steve and Ann in Van Nuys, California, where Steve's mother has just entered her 4th round of treatment for melanoma.
We're happy to help her in any way we can, and if that means taking her in, then so be it. At least I know she'll get a hot meal every night.
But their kitchen is in no condition to prepare food for a recovering cancer patient. Contractors wanted $13,000 to replace their kitchen cabinets.
Are you kidding?
No. That's our whole budget.
And a world cruise with it.
No cruise, just the cabinet.
Now, watch as John reveals his master techniques for transforming this kitchen for a mere fraction of the cost.
Oh my God! Oh my God.
I'm John Trainor, and this is Scotland. I've been a house painter here for 40 years. From apprentice to journeyman, I have painted some of the most prestigious structures in my homeland. From lodges that housed royal carriages to buildings that house railway carriages. I've stayed in museums and I've painted soccer stadiums. From cathedrals to castles, there's few structures that haven't been introduced to my brush. I've run out of things to paint here, so I'm heading to the States. Be it a castle in Scotland or your castle here in America, let me show you how best to paint your castle. Welcome to Paint It Forward. Today, the Painting Ladies and I are heading to Van Nuys, California to help this couple in need.
My name is Steve Millington.
And I'm Ann Apra. We live in Van Nuys, California, and we've been married about 10 years now.
10 years. I play drums professionally. And I also have a scuba training business that I do on the side. I teach diving.
Hi, Lydia, it's Ann. I am a caterer here in Los Angeles. I do special events, and I coordinate weddings, and I make people's dreams come true at a budget they can afford.
But not all is well in their home. Unfortunately, Steve's mother is taken ill.
About a year ago or so, my mother-in-law got cancer, and it just kept coming back.
It's melanoma. It's pretty serious. So we're in round 4 of treatments right now.
She's going in for surgery this week. We're happy to help her in any way we can. And if that means taking her in, then so be it. At least I know she'll get a hot meal every night.
A recovering cancer patient must take extra care when it comes to food preparation. With lowered immune systems, they must have an extremely sanitary cooking environment. And that's why we're here today. Looking for a painter? John Trainor, how are you doing?
Hi,
John.
John.
How are you, Steve?
I'm
Steve.
Ann.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm introduced to my 3 painting ladies. Introduce yourselves, ladies.
Hi, I'm Beth. Hi, I'm Linda. And I'm Tracy.
They're beautiful.
Come in.
Come on in, all of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Steve was well on his way to renovating the kitchen when the expense of his mother's house payments and medical bills forced him to abandon the project.
We got as far as getting the countertops and the sink in. We just basically had to put the whole thing on hold.
We need some help to finish what we started so we can have a sanitary, clean environment for a cancer survivor.
So John, this is our kitchen.
Yes.
This is it.
Welcome.
Okay. I've seen a lot of kitchens in my time as a painter, but the 30-year-old paint job with layers of grease and dirt melted into the paint, this one takes the biscuit. You can't even scrub these cabinets clean. I don't know what we're going to do with this place.
I don't know, we could really use some help.
I know, it's fine. What's this?
Oh, this is a sample of cabinet that we liked. So we had some people come out and give us estimates, and we had a couple of different numbers, 7,000. One guy wanted $13,000 to redo our cabinets.
Are you kidding?
No.
That's our whole budget.
And a world cruise with it.
No cruise, just the cabinet. It would be great to replace them all, but we just don't have the money to do that. So we thought maybe we could just either replace the doors or put a coat of paint on it or something. I'm at a loss to what to do.
$130. I'm not joking.
You're going to replace all the cabinets
No,
for
I'm
$130?
replacing nothing. I will transform this door to look as good as this or even better.
I like
I'm telling you, yes. I'm going to put a piece of moulding on here, grain the cabinet, or antique them, give them a bit more character.
Oh, that would be nice.
All the previously painted surfaces, I would suggest we have them stained, which will pick up the rustic effect that you've got on the stone here.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
I can't wait to see
And,
it.
I think
I can't believe you could do that for $130.
No, I was only kidding. I want 13,000. Listen to me. Listen, this is true. The last thing we want to do is spend money. Okay, especially in these times. The other day I drove past this dumpster. These cabinets, exactly the same as that, hanging out. These people think it's rubbish. People go to Scotland and say, oh, the old world this and the old world that. The reason it's old world is because you throw nothing away, right? What's this?
That is our ancient stove that was here when we moved in.
That is old.
I know,
Eventually.
it's not in the budget right now, but
You never know what can
eventually.
happen. Perhaps the stove fairy will take care of the stove, okay?
Okay, well,
Okay.
we'll work
Right,
that
okay.
in our budget.
Now this window here,
Yeah.
we'll have this the same finish as all the woodwork. I will grain this, and this will take on the feel like a French country cottage kitchen.
Ooh la la.
No, seriously, I think it'll be really sharp.
So I'll
Job
match.
done. Forget it. Relax. I'll bring in the 3 helpers who you met this morning, and we'll get on with the job. Okay?
Well, this is our dining room.
This is a great wee room.
It is a little small, yes.
Tremendous memories. Look
Yes.
at this.
I loved having pictures
Yeah.
of my family around.
Well, the picture I'll create is something special for you.
I like that.
What would you like to see in here?
Well, it's a little crowded. It says over 10 years of the same paint. It
I-
could use a facelift.
Now you want to know what I'm going to do with this room?
I'd love to know.
I'm not telling you. A nice surprise. What I'm going to do is let the brush do the talking and make a nice surprise for you.
I love surprises.
Ladies, clean all this off and get the thing ready for me, will you?
Yeah, got it.
Sometimes it gets overwhelming. You know, sometimes you really need to be able to step back and ask yourself, am I taking on too much? Do I need some help?
From the minute he wakes up, he is constantly thinking, how can I keep the ladies in my life happy? How can I balance? How can I help them? And it breaks my heart to see him struggle with all this because he loves his mother so much.
I couldn't do this without Ann. This is so much to manage every day, and I know that she's got my back 100%.
He's a really good man. You can tell by the way he takes care of his mother.
Coming up on Paint It Forward, John shows us how to take stencil work to a master's level. He creates a plaster relief pattern which adds elegance, texture, and the illusion of depth to a small space.
There's your brush, there's your paint. Paint with passion.
Steve and his wife Ann are preparing their home to take in his ailing mother. All their financial resources are devoted to paying Steve's mother's medical bills and house payments. With the kitchen in no condition to take care of a recovering cancer patient, John and his team have stepped up to help this couple in need.
You're going to replace all the cabinets
No,
for
I'm not
130
replacing nothing. I will transform this door to look as good as this or even better. Today, the painting ladies and I are here to show you how to dip into your paint and not into your wallet.
Alrighty, boss, I got my power tools. I'm ready to go. We're
Right.
taking the cabinet doors off, right?
Open the door for me, please.
Okie doke.
Take that knife. Put a little score under the hinge. The reason why is when we replace the doors, when we put the hinges back on, we line that hinge up with the line. The doors aren't up and down like a yo-yo, they're straight. Get
That
it?
is so smart.
That is smart.
It is smart.
Okay.
Now, I know I'm smart too.
Yes.
I know that we have to make sure that we're putting them back in the right positions.
Correct.
How do you want to do that?
We take the hinge off, put a number behind the hinge.
Okay.
Put a little piece of tape on that number, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. The tape's over the number, paint the door, take the number off when it's finished, and that's us.
You're a smart man.
Well done. I'll let you
Alright.
get on with it.
Okay, thanks. All right, here we go.
Here's a great wee trick I learned years ago as an apprentice back in Glasgow. When removing the screws and hinges from the cabinet doors, be sure to place them in separate numbered bags. This will eliminate the guesswork when matching up the hardware to the correct doors.
Awesome, easy to do, only 14 more to go.
Okay, Linda.
John, buddy.
Okay.
All right, what do you want me to do to prep this room?
What I want you to do, sand these walls,
Okay.
get rid of the wee nibs,
Wee nibs? What's a nib?
little imperfections.
Oh.
Fill these cracks
Okay, with caulking?
with caulking.
Uh-huh.
Clean the corners.
Oh, right, you can't paint over dirt, right?
Obviously not.
Okay.
Be sure to wear that mask.
There.
No dust getting breathed in. There's your sandpaper. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, see you then.
Everybody's in a hurry to get the job done these days. Most people would be tempted just to paint over the imperfections, but it's imperative to create a smooth base surface if you want your work to look like that of a master. Good job, Beth.
Thank you.
That's great.
Great.
Now what we're going to do is sand this place, okay?
Okay.
This here, we're going to get rid of the most inflating paint,
Okay.
right?
And the seam right there?
We're going to fill this with caulking.
Okay.
Don't fill those holes. Why?
Because we have to
The
put-
hinges are going back.
Okay.
Let me show you a little trick with the sandpaper.
Okay.
Right? Because what we do is we've got it like that.
Okay.
Okay. So we're doing smooth onto that. Right?
Yeah.
That's smooth against smooth. We'll get that. Smooth, smooth. So there's not two rough edges together,
Absolutely.
wasting your sandpaper. But what I want to see is not smooth against rough. I want to see sandpaper against the wood.
All right.
You get cracking, and I'll see you later.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
I'm on it.
Hey, Linda.
Hey.
Looks good.
Yeah, enough of the talking. Let's get on with this.
We
Just
can
kidding,
fraternize.
just kidding. Listen, do you know what that is?
I know exactly what it is, but I don't know what it's called.
It's called a corbel.
A corbel.
Corbel.
Linda, it's called a corbel.
Good to
Next
know.
time you
And
install
what
one.
we're going to do with this corbel is... How does that look?
It looks beautiful, actually. And you know what's nice once we get the other one up? It really encloses the room, makes it real intimate in here.
It takes the goalpost effect away.
Yeah.
Softens the corners.
Lovely.
Nice.
Yes. Now I'm gonna nail it, obviously. But what do you think if I actually glue it also to really make it
Great suggestion, and it won't fall into the soup.
excellent?
I'll let you go on with it, okay?
Thanks, boss.
Linda? Yeah. That is excellent.
Thank you.
Okay. Keep this going. I'll see you later.
All right, thanks.
To most, stenciling is seen as dabbing paint over a template to form an image. Now let me demonstrate an exciting technique that will allow you to create an image in the form of a plaster relief. This simple yet effective use of the stencil pattern will add the illusion of depth in this small space. And here's how you do it. First, measure and mark the surface where you would like your stencil pattern. Take time to ensure the pattern is level. When using your pencil, do not be too heavy-handed, as the marks have to be removed later. Here, I have mixed some inexpensive drywall mud and water into a workable consistency. It's not so thin that it's going to run down the wall, but not too thick that it will harden in the mixing tray. I can't wait until the fleur-de-lis are dry so I can give them a beautiful antique finish. Linda, here we are.
Hey, John.
How are you doing?
All right, so I'm supposed to paint this now, right?
Remember, Linda, preparation is...
He
Exactly.
got it.
This is as rough as a badger's bum.
Ouch.
So what I want you to do is sand it up and down this way, not across the grain, up
With
and
the
down.
grain.
With the grain.
Okay. Now we're supposed to put molding around. Do we do that now?
Good question. The answer is no. If you put the moulding here, we can't get in with the sandpaper. No moulding there, right off. Smooth
it.
job. Got it? I'll leave it with you.
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you.
on it. Thanks.
Nice.
You like it?
And I love it.
I'm sanding the edge of this little plaster pattern, which is called a fleur-de-lis.
C'était une fleur de lis.
Le sandpaper,
Le pépère avec une fleur de lis.
very fine sandpaper. We'll take away the pencil marks.
Okay.
Never use a pen, otherwise it'll bleed through the paint. Clean it off.
With
and
a nice damp rag.
some good old Scottish water. Just kidding on.
Okay.
That's it. So that's it ready for you to paint.
Great. I'm gonna go get a roller.
1 second. I've got all your tools here. I've got a brush
Okay.
here, and the reason being, I've got to be very delicate over these. We can't just be rolling them off
Oh,
the
'cause it
wall.
could fall- the stencil could fall off.
So let me get your paint fixed
All
for
right.
you.
What colour are we gonna do?
I've got a nice cream interior flat. That will be nice. It will contrast. There's your brush. There's your paint. Paint with
passion.
All right.
Okay, see you later.
Thank you.
When we come back, John shows us how to create a faux antique finish, which will take this room's style from drab to dramatic. Steve and Ann needed some help renovating their kitchen as they prepare to become caregivers to Steve's mother. John Trainor, master painter, and his team of painting ladies have prepared the kitchen and begun the transformation.
Be it painting or cooking, you can't do a proper job without the proper tools. I have to make sure that Anne can prepare a clean, healthy meal to assist in her mother-in-law's recovery.
Hey, John.
Hi, Mel. How you doing?
Good.
I need a 30-inch range.
Gas or electric?
Gas.
Okay.
After that, I don't have a clue. I couldn't boil an egg, you know that?
Well, let me show you some
Okay,
hot choices
let's
over
see what
here.
you have.
This range over here would
that's
be
what
great.
is this 30 inch?
Yes, this is the
That's
size.
what I'm after. That's it. What's this thing?
This is a griddle. And
What does that do?
Pancakes, obviously you don't cook.
No.
Pancakes, eggs, tortillas, and look at this. It lifts off for cleaning.
I'm
Put
getting
it in the
hungry,
sink.
by the way.
Yes.
I know you haven't seen the kitchen, but this will just right in there. You take care of me?
I'll take care of you. We have it in stock. You got a deal?
Got a deal. Great, okay?
Beth has begun carefully applying the base coat to the walls of her French country dining room. Normally I would choose a satin finish in this room. However, since the focal point is a raised plaster relief, I've chosen to use a flat paint on the walls. This eliminates reflection and will create a tremendous contrast against the design once I finish the fleur-de-lis in a metallic gold paint. The result will be stunning.
Tracy,
John Trainor.
this is he. Are you set up?
Yes, I'm ready to rumble.
Okay. Anne loves this door,
Lovely.
but the cost will not allow us to do this.
Okay.
Okay.
But I know that you probably have another
I
solution.
certainly have, and here it is.
Wow, look at that.
What I've done, I've introduced a moulding here, and by the time I grain it, it will be spot on.
And paint it.
And paint it, of course.
So here's the
what
original.
yeah, this is the original. So what we're going to do, we're going to put on this little moulding here.
And you want to hold it back, right?
Just step it in slightly. If you don't get it exactly, where no skill, we can fill. Okay?
John, I am going to get it perfect.
Yes, of course, you're going to get it perfect.
I am.
Right?
And then you want me to pin nail it on?
Pin nail it on and it
Okay.
should be set, okay?
Okay.
Can I leave you with it?
Yes, you can. You want to
Thank-
help?
I hear the kettle boiling. I have to go. Bye.
See ya.
The old saying, measure twice, cut once, is great advice. It will save you time and money. An electric miter saw is a great tool. If you don't have one, you can rent one from your local hardware store. However, for under $20, you can buy a miter box and a handsaw that works just as well. When nailing any curved surface, such as this moulding, always place a nail in the valley, not in the top of the hill where you can see it sticking up.
Looks awesome.
Let me see your muscles. I'll leave it with you.
Whoa, okay, maybe not.
Going down. First floor, please.
Yes, here for the first floor, please. We're
Whoa,
on
perfect.
fine dining.
There we go, ladies. Oh dear.
That's what I'm. Okay,
All right,
do not drop
which way we
this
going?
thing.
We're going this way? Sure. I don't think we can go that way.
There.
No?
We gotta go this way.
I need to get to the gym.
Right here.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Right there, right here.
Then a big hand.
Oh,
Let's
there
get
we
it
go.
done.
There we go.
Good job.
Whoa.
I was trying to help.
Just wait, I'll help you.
Hang on.
I've got a great idea.
What is that?
Have you any sisters?
I don't
No.
have any sisters. You guys?
When your walls are dry, take some paint on a rag and gently dab it on the plaster. I'm using a water-based metallic gold paint to create a charming antique feel which will complement the faux finishing of the corbels. Here I'm using the same paint on a rag to sparsely apply the metallic gold paint, working it into the wee nooks and crannies in order to create more depth. Then take a dry brush to spread it out and soften the effect. Now, with the same paint, I use a stippling technique similar to creating a faux marble look. Then, using the flat wall paint, I apply highlights to the edges and a light stippling over the entire piece. Most people would assume that you would use the room colour first, then add your darker colours for an antique look. It's exactly the opposite. Here's what you do. Start off with your base coat of antique colours, then blend in the wall paint to integrate the corbels into the room. Then I accent the relief of the corbel by adding a dark brown on the edges. And as a wee finishing touch, I lightly stipple a grey over the piece to break up the texture and add shadow. I then dry brush it to blend it all together, and there you have it. That's a cracker.
Sir John Trainor, I am ready for your brilliance.
Good, good,
Look
good.
at how fabulous these are. Nearly
That's-
perfect.
No, you know what? You did a great job. First class job.
Seriously?
Okay, yes. We've just got to fill a few edges
Okay.
and we're ready for the
And
priming.
then the corners right here, right?
Yes, so,
Okay, but you've got caulk, and we're painting these.
yes,
I didn't think you could actually paint on top of
this is
caulk.
paintable caulking.
Really?
Yes, paintable caulking, okay? So let me show you what we're going to do. We'll just run a bit of caulking like this. Take the damp rag, wipe it off again. Now your job is absolutely fantabulous. So I'm sure you can do a better job.
Oh, better than you? I don't know.
See you later.
Thank you, John.
It's almost impossible to cut two pieces of wood and have them come together 100% flush. That's why caulking is a carpenter's best friend. A wee dab here and a wee dab there, you'll have the job that's beyond compare.
Paintable caulking. Who knew?
Listen, don't make excuses. You need a nail gun or a power saw. There's a Scottish nail gun and a Scottish power saw. There's nothing I'll show you today that you can't do without power tools.
Still to come on Paint It Forward,
I've been holding this brush for 42 years.
Okay.
I'm glad to get rid of it. Here.
John saves Ann and Steve literally thousands of dollars by utilizing this masterful technique to transform their old painted cabinets with a beautiful faux wood grain finish. John revealed the skills and techniques behind creating a beautiful antiqued finish, while the painting ladies demonstrated that by adding molding to existing cabinet doors, you can transform them into a completely new look.
Looks awesome.
Ooh, this stove has seen better days.
Kind of nasty.
Right? But the one John got, much better.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely.
We got to get this out of here.
Maybe we need two.
I think we need John Trainor.
Wait, we got it, you guys.
We got it. And then I will be here helping. There
you go. Okay. Little bionic
There we
woman there.
go.
Okay.
I got an idea.
Let's hear it.
Hey, where'd my
Light
pad
bulb.
go? Put this down.
Okay.
And then we slide it on this down the
Brilliant.
steps.
Okay.
Nice, nice, nice.
Good. Watch the time,
Oh,
you guys.
wait, can everybody just look at how gross that is?
No, I know. Ew. You're in the bad spot there, my friend. Okay. Now let's just push it. Push it. Push it real good. Oh, that's easy. Who says moving a stove is tough?
Standing finish, Beth.
Yep. Sanding's finished.
Right, good job. That's great.
What are we doing now?
This is a primer.
That's the primer. I thought primer's normally white.
I've tinted the primer, the background colour of the grain surface. So that's the ideal base for the graining.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool. So you have your own special primer colors.
Exactly. And I want you to carry on doing the rest, okay?
I'm sure I can do that.
Well, I've been holding this brush for 42 years.
Okay.
I'm glad to get rid of it. Here.
Thank you. It's not going to be as good as yours, but I'll do the best I can.
Of course it will. Every bit as good as mine. On you go.
All right.
Hi, Linda.
Hey, where have you been?
I can't tell you.
Ooh, secret.
Yes.
Okay, Tracy just finished caulking this. Now, what do
Okay.
you want me to do?
We're going to prime the door
Okay.
to give it a nice base coat for the graining so we can antique it and make it absolutely tremendous.
Perfect.
Okay.
Does it matter where you start?
There's technique to everything and there's procedure to everything.
Okay.
Of course it matters. So let me show you just a few hints, would you mind?
Oh, would I mind?
You see people painting and they're getting all their knuckles all
Yeah,
painted.
that's not
and what-
good.
You put your finger here, a bit of pressure,
Uh-huh.
you gain entry.
Okay.
With this brush. Got it?
I got it.
Okay, so you just in, dip, dip, no drips.
Dip, no drip. Not
drips.
on me, John.
Wait, no drips.
Don't eat it. No,
okay,
dangerous.
so just dip, dip, no drips.
Okay.
What we're going to do, we're going to start like this.
On the moldings,
On
right?
the moldings.
Still with the grain.
Still with the grain. You remember, well done, eh? So we're going to do this fairly rapid, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're up the mouldings like that. What I want you to do now is one stroke,
Okay.
2 strokes,
Uh-huh. And why do we
cross
do
it
that?
over because it makes the paint even
Okay.
And we just over like this, right? Now I want to show you now. Spread it even like so. Now listen to this.
Okay.
Up heavy, down light. Up heavy, down light.
Why do you have to do up heavy, down light?
Because when we put on the stain, we'll catch some of the grain lines. Heavy and light. Ta-da!
Masterpiece.
That's one for another 16 doors. That'll be easy for you. I'll be back. I've got to go and see these other 2 angels.
Yeah,
I'll see
I
you
better
later.
get cracking.
Thank you.
Now, as I said before, I'm using a tinted primer. The colour of the primer is the lightest shade in the faux grain effect. Later, when I apply the stain, it will serve as the darkest shade in the graining effect. Most people don't realise that any paint store can mix custom primer colours just as they would mix custom paint colours.
That was easy. Anyone can do that.
I thought it'd be a great idea to ask the painting ladies to add a bit of crown moulding in the kitchen.
Yes!
Yeah?
Yes!
And now I'm going to tell you why. People think because crown moulding looks so grand, it must cost a lot of money. This couldn't be further from the truth. This simple yet effective decoration holds many aesthetic benefits.
See how thin it is?
Aw, so thin. Nice job.
By adding crown moulding, your room will appear longer and wider, something that is very important in a small galley kitchen such as this one.
Here's what we're gonna do.
The crown moulding serves to soften the corners of the ceiling and makes this French country kitchen more intimate and charming.
Down. Now, before we put this one fully in, I'm gonna run a bead of caulking right here to seal the joints, you know.
Okay,
make
so
it
it
look
just secures
good.
it, right?
And it looks good.
Keep in mind, the bigger the crown moulding, the grander the effect will be.
Yes!
Yeah?
Yes!
I learned this faux graining technique 42 many years ago as an apprentice painting the front doors of the Coatbridge Town Hall. This amazing wee trick saves you the agony of stripping your existing cabinets or spending thousands of dollars to replace old cabinets with new ones. After base coating the surface with a flat primer, apply the stain with a brush, always going with the grain. Use a number 4 steel wool pad to create a faux grain design on the existing brush lines. Then give it the old once over with a dry brush to soften the effect and create a more realistic look. Once your stain is dry, spray on a polyurethane clear coat finish to protect your work of art. Back in the kitchen, I repeat the same process on the cabinet boxes, always keeping in mind that the brush strokes create the faux grain pattern. Let your eyes be the judge. If it looks like wood, then you've mastered the technique.
Wow.
You like it?
The cabinets look amazing. They look brand new.
Don't say that. I tried to antique them. Anyway.
Old but new.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
What we want to do now, coat on the walls, not to embarrass the cabinets, make them look good, nice backdrop, a coat on the ceiling, and that's it.
1 coat or 2, because it seems like to cover the brown that's on there, it would take more than 1 coat.
Good question, 2 coats.
Do you need to tape them?
No, just get the brush in there like this, look. Take your time,
Okay.
and that'll be it.
All right.
I'll leave it with you.
All right.
And I'm sure you'll do well. Thank you.
All right, thank you. This is gonna look so good, you guys.
Oh man.
Okay. Look, no slime on this one.
Right. Okay.
Doing great. This is one of those narrow spaces again. See,
Yeah,
that's where
this'll
all
fit.
this, all of
where
this
the measuring
woman,
comes in.
yes, can't get in there. So I'm just here to make sure
Close.
you all are.
Get
It's
that other
phenomenal.
stuff, huh? Hello?
It's phenomenal.
Good stuff. At 10.
Very nice, very nice, very nice, very
All right.
nice.
All
Very
right.
nice, very
Oh,
nice.
greedy.
It's all
Let's
good.
hit it.
It's all great.
As you can see, since we used numbered bags to ensure the correct hardware was reunited with the correct door, reassembly is a piece of cake. That old stove wasn't fit to cook for a well person, let alone a recovering cancer patient. Now Anne has the proper tools to cook clean, healthy meals for her mother-in-law.
She can use it as a griddle to fry things. Just kidding. Great multi-purpose stuff. And it's gonna make some amazing meals out of this microwave and this stove.
Hola.
Okay, so now that we've got all of these set. Okay, so let me line that up. Nice.
Yes, Mama! All right. Huh? That's what I'm talking about.
All right, let's slide her down. Slide her down.
get her done.
Can you believe this seriously only cost us $130?
No, I can't because they look like entirely different cabinets. I
The
mean, not just the
molding,
color. Right, we've got the molding, the new hardware, everything about it. They're beautiful.
Not to get all green on you, but seriously,
Get green.
We took what existed and all we did was add a little bit of molding on, some ingenuity, some incredible tips on how to stain it and paint it, and we've been able to repurpose, you know?
All right, let's come over here. I open the door, you put it on.
Wow, look at that.
Boom. Watch how quiet. Brilliant.
Awesome.
All right.
Good stuff.
What else?
Linda, I can't read.
There we go. See what I mean about teamwork? I cannot believe you're lifting. You are strong. Let me see those muscles. Oh my God. Yeah, you have been working out. That's crazy.
Once your kitchen's reassembled and in good working order, you want to take great care in making sure you don't leave any dings or scuff marks on the wood. It only takes a wee minute or two, but the extra effort certainly will differentiate the master's work from the amateurs.
Up next on Paint It Forward, John reveals the transformation to the family.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
He also delivers a personalized gift.
And towards their actions, we should steer.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
fantastic.
beautiful? Oh.
Steve and Ann are two big-hearted people who put family before all else. After Steve's mother was diagnosed with a recurring cancer, they stepped in to assist with their house payments and medical bills.
You know, we're happy to help her in any way we can. And if that means taking her in, then so be it.
When John and the painting ladies heard about their good deeds, they jumped at the opportunity to return the generosity.
So you're looking for a painter? John Trainor, how are you doing?
Hi!
A recovering cancer patient needs an extremely sanitary kitchen environment, and replacing the kitchen cabinets in their home was going to cost more than $13,000.
That's our whole budget.
And a world cruise with it.
No cruise, just the cabinet.
With John's cost-saving techniques and master skills, he was able to transform the cabinets for only $130.
You're going to replace all the cabinets for
I'm
$130.
replacing nothing. I will transform this door to look as good as this or even better.
Now let's see how he was able to transform the lives of this family.
Close your eyes. No peeking.
Okay, don't let me trip. All right.
What do you think?
Can I look? Can I look?
Open your eyes.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You love it? Okay.
Oh my God.
Look at this. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Once we opened our eyes, I couldn't believe what we saw. All the hand-painted little stencil work. It was amazing.
Yeah.
What is this called?
This is a corbel.
The corbels on the wall that look like marble, it really sets the room apart. So it looks like it's a whole different room. Now it's its own little intimate, cozy dining area. And I can't wait to serve a meal in it.
You know, this is gorgeous.
You're the centre of this whole event. But however, I think it's great if I can pass something on for these two great
absolutely.
people.
Absolutely. They're just as good inside as all of their works on the outside.
Is that not tremendous?
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Miss Millington,
Yes,
where
sir.
were you 30 years ago when I was looking for you?
Let me see.
All the work that you put in for my mother-in-law really touched her. It really spoke that you cared. She was blown away.
Yeah.
What did they say? It's a joy forever when you have something so pretty that you know that you...
I get choked up. I've got. Anyway, it's a real privilege to make you happy. That's all I'm going to say.
Isn't that wonderful?
But let me make you even more happy. Close your eyes.
Okay.
There's something else.
All right.
Okay.
Still keep them closed. No peeking. Open.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh! Oh my God!
$129.73.
What? Wait a minute. You did
There you
all
are.
of the cabinets for under $130.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, surely not.
We're speechless. It's so beautiful. It looks like real wood grain. You didn't strip it. You
No,
painted on
but
top of
that's-
it.
It looks like you put in brand new cabinets in
It
here.
does. It definitely.
It's a
does.
completely different kitchen. Wow. I am still in shock.
I mean, I can't believe that the existing cabinets. I can't believe it.
You put crown molding up. I love crown molding.
I put in a bit of crown moulding to lengthen the room, widen the room, and we said the stove fairies will perhaps come.
Did you paint the stove?
Yes. I grained the stove. What I'd like to show you now. There's your stove.
Look at that. Wow, isn't that something?
Fire away.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Griddles, I can make you pancakes.
Oh my God,
Isn't
John.
that beautiful?
Wow, that amazing new kitchen I have. I cannot wait to jump in there and cook.
I can't believe it.
Isn't that beautiful?
I'm gonna
Is that
cook you some
beautiful?
nice meals on that.
Oh, I'm sure that you will.
Knowing that I have a beautiful sanitary kitchen, it gives me such great comfort to take care of my mother-in-law during her recovery and get her back to her fighting weight and strength so that she can recover and feel better and stronger. And I know she loves the space. She's gonna really feel at home here.
As well as having a passion for painting, I have a passion for poetry. I have written a little rhyme for you.
You did?
Yes, and here it is.
Did we inspire you, John?
Well, you certainly did. If you would allow me to read it.
Oh, look.
The
how clever.
title of this rhyme is Special People. There are special people who commit to a task. Recognition and profit they will never ask. Their charitable deeds we all admire, but when called to action, we seem to tire. It's time to break free from our safe veneer, and towards their actions we should steer.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
fantastic.
beautiful? Oh, how sweet.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you, John.
What a wonderful thing you have done for
Yeah.
these two. Oh, thank you. Oh, my gosh. You. That's just wonderful.
I got really, really emotional over that. At the end of the day, people come before profit. It's often said that Scottish people are tight, but I hope I have demonstrated the heart of a Scotsman.
Thank you for my children, and thank you for me.
Thank you.
Lasting memories. I mean, it just takes your breath away. Isn't it something? Oh.
We got a new kitchen.
I think John is a great, great lad.
I have painted for people and they just take it for granted. They've got so much money and so much going for them. They just take the job for granted. But these people really, really appreciated what I did for them, and it makes it so worthwhile.
I'm just really grateful that John gave us the gift of his time, his creative genius, and that he chose to help us. And it's going to inspire us, my family, to paint it forward.
All too often when a job is complete, we hope the customer is satisfied. But true satisfaction comes when you create a masterpiece on the canvas of a person's heart. This is one family I'll never forget. I'll be keeping Miss Millington in my thoughts as she recovers. My mission in life is to remind people that the joy of giving far outweighs the joy of receiving. Now, I would ask that you open your can of good deeds and paint it forward.
For more information on how you can paint it forward or on the products used in this episode, visit us at brushwithtradition.com.